Hello, my friends. Shawn here with Manly Made Minute, and welcome back to another episode of Okay, I'll try that. So today, this is coming from some of your comments, and we're going to have two parts to this. This Monday and Monday after next, because next Monday will be a Monday moment. But this is from mixed media. I've done some mixed media recently, especially tags. I've had a couple of you comment on putting a clear gloss over things to keep it from being water reactive or continue to be water reactive when I'm using my distress oxides or distress inks or spray stains. And guess what? I went and bought just a little mini to try it. This came in a pack of 3 or 4 different minis. I'd already had the texture paste opaque and then texture paste translucent, which I'm going to be trying on my next video, and then this gloss. So I thought, what a great chance to get a little trio of minis to try and have a little extra stock. So we're going to try this gloss. Purpose of this is to make my surface glossy and smooth and water resistant and keep that ink from being water reactive or continue to be water reactive. So we're going to give this a shot. Okay, I've done it. I've done a tag. I've just ink stained it. It actually is a beautiful rainbowish kind of tag. So can't wait to get some clear gloss on this and continue to work on it and make something beautiful. So before we do that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Would love to have you follow me here on YouTube, and you can also find me on Instagram at Manly Made Minute. Other things on there I don't post on YouTube with card hops and different cards that I don't have videos for. So would love to have you find me there as well. Let's go down. Let's try this transparent gloss. All right, so this is the Ranger Ink Texture Paste Transparent Gloss, and this dries clear with a glossy finish, is what it says. Clear drying artist quality texture paste, ideal for layering and creating three-dimensional surfaces, dries to a transparent gloss finish. We're going to put this on my tag. Now, I couldn't wait. Couldn't resist, so I went and already did a little piece down here because I wanted it to be dry for the video. So this little piece is dry. So you can kind of see I've got a little piece about yay wide on the bottom that I've smeared with my finger. And you can see the glossiness there versus the matte up here, right? So we're going to do another section at the top here, dry it. Then I'm going to throw some water on this just to see if this will react, if it's true that this will not react and it'll still react in the middle, okay? So here's what you can do. This is super creamy, creamy, like a body butter cream lotion, right? Super creamy. You can spread this with your finger, you can spread this with a brush. We're gonna try both just to show you both. I got a little cheap craft store brush here. I'm using more of a flat one so it just brushes on better. I'm going to use my finger first. So I'm just going to do a little piece right up here, smear this on, and get all the extra off. Boom. That is it. I just did that little piece right at the top. You can kind of see where it's kind of glossy, right? All right, now let's just try it with a brush. I'm going to take my brush. I'm just going to add right next door to this little piece here. Okay. So I can see that I'm going to get a little bit of a brush line from the bristles of the brush. Will it dry this way? I don't know. We'll see. Because this one dried pretty smooth, but I can see kind of where my last little smears with my finger were. Just barely, just to be honest, okay? All right, let me close this up. Let me just get these off my fingertips here. I'm going to just give this a little blast of some heat up here to dry this little piece. And we're going to try and throw some water on this and see what I get. Okay? This is kind of the purpose of this series that I've started, is because there's all these new things that I want to try and people suggest that I haven't tried. Even though I've been doing cards for four years roughly, there's so much I haven't tried. Right? I'm kind of doing the standard stuff, and now I'm venturing into more. And I thought, what a great chance just to show you first time and then my personal opinion of it, and then help those of you that are maybe just starting crafting or thinking about making cards. And this just gives you ideas of products you may or may want or try or get down the road once you get the basics, right? So I think it's just important to understand the product, what it is and why, and why do I need it, right? Do I need gloss? No, but are there times I've done stuff where I'm like, I continue to add to it, it's pulling my color up, and I thought it wouldn't? Yes. So it's just a medium that I can use. Would I use this every day? Probably not. Okay, so, but I would tell you, I love the finish of that. Look at the top and the bottom compared to the middle, how shiny that is. Plus it makes the colors that much more vibrant. So kind of a cool product. I may not need it to be water resistant, but I want it to be super shiny and bring that color even more vibrant. Throw some gloss on it. By the looks of this, I would throw some gloss on it, right? So, all right, let me see if I've got a little tack yet there. So this is going to be one of two of some distressed mediums. So my next one, Monday after next, I'm going to go over, I've used the texture paste opaque and gesso and the translucent once. We're going to go through, I just recently purchased, when I purchased these, the Snowfall grit paste and the sparkle. And we're going to try those for the first time. I'm going to compare them all. I'll probably throw them on like a black cardstock or something so you can see them, let it dry. Then we're going to throw ink on them because they react to inks differently from what I've seen on videos that I've watched from Tim Holtz and things. So we're going to do that and do a comparison for you and for myself. All right, now you can see top and bottom. Now you can kind of see the little brush strokes on there. This one's a little smoother. This was with my fingers. So just know this will dry. It looks like a little bit different depending on what tool you put it on with. With my finger, it smoothed out much better than this, and I can feel the slight tiny ridges of that, so just know that when you apply this. All right, let's get some water. And I'm just going to put some water in my hand and then just kind of let some big drops fall on here and then right next to that to see if I get that reactive. We'll grab a piece of paper towel because that's what we usually use, right, when we throw ink drops on here, let it set and react, and then pick it up, okay? All right, let's give this a shot. So I'm going to get a good amount of water in here because I just want some big droplets. And I'm going to let that fall over the top of the bottom and top and in the middle. I'm going to let that set because if it's going to react, I need it to set and react just slightly before I start pulling that back. And I can kind of see it moving my inks here and nothing here. It's almost, it's beat it up. I'll tell you right now, it beat it up. This even beat it up and almost, it ran off. So definitely has a resistant factor on where that gloss is. Not here. You can see it now. You can already see it starting to bloom and move here. You can see my green starting to move here. Can you see my ink starting to move on those? You can see it moving right there. Nothing here. Look at that. It's beat it up. Right? All right. Let's dab this off. So yeah, completely made this water resistant. You can see my big splotches here. Right? Nothing up here. It actually this piece beat it off completely and ran off. So completely waterproof. It will not move your ink here. It will where you didn't put it. So if you've got a project where you're like, I'm done, I don't need this to move, I don't want this to do anything else, put some gloss over it. If you just want to say, I love this, this needs to be more vibrant and I need this to pop, put some gloss on it. Look how much more this pops than this kind of has a matte finish. Even though these are bright colors, it just makes those colors a little bit more vibrant, right? So I am just extremely happy with whoever made this. I think a couple of you made this suggestion, so thank you so much. I took your suggestion. I went and bought myself just a little tiny jar to try. I'm probably going to go through this relatively quickly because I'm trying to make more tags and do different things. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Really appreciate it. Gives you an idea of this. So come back Monday after next. We're going to compare the other mediums in this line. I've got three of them that I've already done and used before, but I'm going to show you those, and then I'm going to show you the two that I bought that I have not, the Snowfall and the Sparkle. So thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for sticking with me till the end, and until next time, I'll see you then.